Well, good day to everyone. It is another day, another vlog. A Sunday, again, as the last video was as well. I'm actually walking out here and I found this trail in my local area that it's a really cool place. It doesn't have water running through it right now, but it is absolutely amazing. It's a place that I didn't know existed in this area before. And I have lived in this area technically over 7 years, and I didn't know this place existed because I wasn't actually ever allowed to go out and explore places. It was not safe, it was not okay, apparently, to go out and explore. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. There's plenty of these, like the river is just over there, and then there's plenty of these places of just field. Obviously it's not like gigantic, so it's nothing to ooh and ah about, but it's what it is, and it's unique, it's different. I know what I would do if this was my property. This would totally make great, fantastic world building opportunities for my future property at some point. But it's absolutely beautiful. There is snow on the ground and it is kind of cold, but it's not cold enough that I have to wear a jacket, but it is absolutely beautiful. Out here, if you have seen some of my TikToks, there's a couple of videos that I've posted about how beautiful some of the areas are that I have been sneakily able to explore. That technically I wasn't supposed to be able to do that, but I had explored them contrary to what some people in my family would think and believe I should be able to do for some dumb reason. And I went and I did it, and I'm so glad I did it because I didn't know some of these places existed. Places that I'm at right now, I'm in a place I didn't know existed until like 1 or 2 Sundays ago. So I'm just loving this area. And I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go on this little area. Looks like maybe some dogs or something came through here. Yeah, those are definitely some dog prints and stuff. You probably can't really see it very well, but whatever it is, I know I'm not the only one that comes to this area. While I'm out here exploring, today is it is not November anymore. It's actually December. The last video was November. It is December 11th, 2022, and I am really excited because next week, well, not next week, Christmas is coming. Let's just say that. Christmas is coming, and I really look forward to seeing what maybe I may or may not be able to do for the Christmas season in regards to my channel. If you are new here to my channel, hi, my name is Matthew, and I currently live in a place where magic unfortunately doesn't exist. So if you want magic to happen or to exist, you have to be the one to make it exist. If you want magic to happen, you gotta make magic happen. Life is as magical as you make it. It actually just occurred to me as I came up with what I had just barely said, that I'm actually not really the only one that kind of believes in that and kind of takes that to truth and to heart to make it reality and make it real. Because I am working with someone who I met who is actually my film director. I am part of an organization who where I participate with an organization, a nonprofit organization, who makes films with neurodivergent actors and other creators who don't get to have their stories shared. And because I'm kind of plugging this in, I guess I'll have something in the description. It's a nonprofit called Thunderfeather. So I'll have a link in the description where you can go there. You can check us out. You can see what we've done, what we are doing currently, and maybe help us out or even participate. Who knows? But I'll have a link in the description for that plugin, and I really apologize for that, but that was not my intention, but it happened, and there you go. But as I was saying that, I saw this tree, and it just kind of made me think, if I am in a world, in an area where magic so unfortunately does not exist, it's so horrible that it doesn't exist here, and that I have to be the one that makes things magical and whatever. It kind of reminded me of what my film director does all the time. He finds things and he makes them magical. Not because they are, you know, fairy tale and magical and, you know, glowing orbs or magical particles making fire or whatever. You have to make that happen yourself. But what he does do, he'll look at a tree like this and he'll say something to the effect that this tree did once exist. Probably to a gigantic, flourishing tree canopy. But there was a fight between two very gigantic orcs and some kind of giant form of an ogre or something. They fought and they fought through this area. That this tree got knocked over. As lame as that kind of sounds, like, that's how you make things magical. This tree inspired an idea in myself to say that instead of this being such a boring tree and a dead tree to look at, no, there's a story behind this. There's a reason that this tree looks the way it did. Who knows? Maybe this giant orc or ogre or whatever you can imagine probably was here. Maybe it thought that this was a big piece of broccoli at one point when there was this gigantic canopy above him. He thought it was a giant piece of broccoli, and he took a bite of it and actually consumed it, but didn't actually realize that it wasn't broccoli until it was too late and made his stomach hurt, and he ran off in a different direction. Who knows? Could have been this direction. Who knows? Could have been in that direction. Maybe we are in a valley of probably the biggest giant we've ever heard of or seen. This is just the footprint. Because where I currently live is a valley. So there is mountains all around me, and whatever, but it's a huge valley. So maybe this is a giant footprint. Maybe this tree got stepped on partially enough that part of it stayed, but the rest of it fell. But that was years and years, thousands, maybe even millions of years ago. Who knows? But that is the entire point. I live in a place where unfortunately magic doesn't exist. But because of that, I can have a drive to make magic exist. I believe in folk tales, folk stories, and other things, and magic. So why not let that be a drive for why I believe what I believe and do what I do. That's why I love coming to places like this, because it inspires stories. Here's this little kind of, I call it the tricluster of trees. In this tricluster, it just occurred to me that maybe this area right here along the riverbed that's just over there, maybe this area was a campsite for travelers who, I don't know what they were doing. I'll have to like really think about and let the guiding spirits tell me the story. But maybe this was a campsite. Tents were pitched. Wagons with the dome canopies and stuff. Or even when we think of gypsies and stuff, we think of those wagons that are all covered and they're all wood and whatever. You know, who knows? Some group of people came here and camped for a while. Maybe, honestly, this was a tree where some bad guy, all-powerful person who had some kind of magical power, they fought with someone here, maybe. And with their sword being so powerful, they missed their opponent with one swing, hit that tree, summoned lightning that basically made it all fall down, leaving us with that toothpick of a carcass of a tree to tell us that very story. I know I'm being very, very, very talky and not as much showy, but I just feel the magic here. It's just growing and growing and growing. I know I'm in a fantasy, but why can't it be reality? Life is so drab. It's so hard, so boring. People all around me hate their lives. Some people try to make the best of it, but they still struggle so hard. And that's because they don't know how to make magic. Obviously, you can't make magic out of nothing, but you can find that magic and use that little particle of magic to make something great, grand, spectacular, and eventually live happy and have a very joyous, magical life. The last time I was here, I don't remember a river. This is absolutely beautiful. And there's gonna be some magic dust in there. See the kind of flat, smooth, whatever. There's like all that rock over there, and then there's different parts where it's just smooth. The water spirit is definitely here. There's magic in that water right there. As much as I want to go down there, I'm not going to. Don't need to. And sometimes it's just enough to observe and just appreciate the beauty of nature. May the water spirit reach me and fill my soul with the water of life that I need in this world to live, survive, and continue. But like I said, with this side, the water spirit has treasures for those who are willing to put in the effort to look, to dig, to search. It's all in there. You just have to go and find it. Then it's not enough just to find it. you have to make it work. You have to make it happen. The spirits can do things and provide a means to help you find what you're looking for and provide you with some necessities. But then it's up to you to take those opportunities or take those resources and use them to your advantage for you to be able to do what is necessary to live, thrive, and survive in this life.